He also has the Marvel Comics #1, the first secret rare public mint, which is mint 599. And then last but not least, the Walt Disney Partner Set 2 edition 1901.
With that being Walt's birth year.
Both year, yeah.
Yeah, that's power collection.
As a new tradition, I want to start highlighting some collectors, one every single week for every single episode from the VeVe Vantage Club application that we have built. This is because we developed the Vantage Club as a platform, a community for VeVe collectors to showcase the incredible collectibles and comics, because we know the insane amount of efforts and time and energy that goes and passion too that goes into building these amazing collections. So for this week, I want to highlight the collection of 63W. We just kind of call him 63 in this episode, so it's easier. So the reason why I wanted to highlight 63's collection is because there are many, many incredible comics and collectibles in his collection, but there's one in particular that caught me by surprise because I've always been curious about this one edition for a long time, and that is the Partner Set 2 Mint 1901, which is the birth year of Walt Disney. So that is just one in many grails available in this particular collection. So let's get straight to it. So what you're seeing here is the collection with some incredible Marvel founding year editions for very significant comic books. So Mr. V will help us to, especially the folks who are listening on the podcast, to be able to visualize and explain the significance of these comic books and collectibles.
Yeah, so what we are looking at on Will's screen include Journey into Mystery 83, which is the first appearance of Thor. We've got Tales of Suspense 39, which is the first appearance of Iron Man. Incredible Hulk #1. We've got, what else?
We got AF-15.
AF-15.
AF-15. All of these comics have the same mint 1939, which is pretty incredible. And then we go scroll down a little bit.
Yep. Then we've got the Incredible Hulk 181, and then it's the first full appearance of Wolverine, because there is some discrepancy, among the community of comic book collectors as to which is the true FA for Wolverine, whether it's 180, the Incredible Hulk 180 or the Incredible Hulk 181. Incredible Hulk 180 at the end of the comic has a momentary appearance of Wolverine, whereas 181 has him throughout the entire comic, right? And then we've got Giant Size X-Men, and there's a whole bunch of first appearances in that comic, so that's a key comic. And of all those comics, those 1, 2, 4, 6 comics, all of those 63SW has the edition 1939, so the founding year of Marvel, for each of those comics. And I if you've ever tried to match on the app, you know how difficult it is, but to go above and beyond to acquire those key comics across the board, that just makes it that much more difficult, that much more pricey, that much more of a hassle to put it together. But I mean, the guy freaking did it. That's next level. That's next level, and that warrants a lot of praise for making it happen. I mean, sometimes fortunately, with these comics, I think all of them were minted out, and all of the editions were available to the public, of course, excluding the ones that VeVe holds. But the fact that he was able to get all of them is a huge task, and I'm really excited to see somebody has a collection like that. And then moving, just to keep things moving along, we also have Amazing Fantasy number 9998 or 9998. So that's the third to last edition of Amazing Fantasy 15. He also has edition 662, and the first appearance of Spider-Man was in 1962. So I imagine that that's the reason why he has that.
Yeah. He also
Um,
mentioned that so not the Air 15 edition 9998, that is the last mint of the common cover. So he has a note here. And then the 662, that is because the publication month and year. So June 1962. So June, means the six, and then 1962 for the 62. So 662. This, I mean, like, this is super cool, right?
yeah.
Um, and then yeah, these three grails. Okay, so he also has the Marvel Comics #1, the common edition, mint 60,000. This is pretty crazy to say, right? Like having mint 60,000.
That's the very last
That is the very
copy.
last mint. Yes, that is the last mint. He also has the Marvel Comics #1, the first secret rare public mint, which is mint 599. Um, and then last but not least, the Walt Disney Partner Set 2 Edition 1901.
With that being Walt's birth year.
Both year, yeah.
Yeah, that's power collection.
Yeah.
That's a powerhouse collection. And I mean, and then everything else is gravy. You know,
Yes.
like everything else is like, it's just a bonus after seeing all of these. But what a cool way to showcase his comics and collectibles. That one collectible, but yeah, it looks like he's very heavy on the comic side, and I'm glad that we are able to at least provide that um, this medium for showcasing those comics, those big pieces. And I'm sure VeVe will eventually um, offer that too, whether it's on the app or in the VeVeverse whenever they um, have the next rollout of invitations. But in the meantime, I'm really excited that we can see it every
Yeah.
day on the VeVe Vantage Club website.
Yeah. This is also super special to me because I've always been curious about these comic books, like the special mint comic books, because you can't see them on the VeVe app right now
Mhm.
with that feature not being available. And also like the other cool mints like the 1901. Yeah, this one is certainly a very special one that I was very happy to see on the Vantage Club app, which is amazing. Uh, 63 also has a pretty crazy collectible collection as well. I think he has multiple secret rare Spider-Man,
He
probably a
does.
couple, like more than four at one point. And some other cool mints. So I did actually invite him to go on the podcast June of 2023, and he got pretty shy and he declined. But I'm gonna try again in the near future.
Yeah, definitely hope that he can join us sooner than later. And
Yeah,
yeah, I do understand that he's very Spidey heavy.
yeah,
He's a huge fan of Spider-Man, and his collection definitely is shows that. It definitely shows that.
yeah. Yeah. So that is the this week for showcasing cool mints and collectibles. Definitely check out the app.